Live from Hickory, it's country-ish. Alan?
Just a country boy, and he's making it good. He was y'all's underdog, dressed in overalls, living next to the wood. He liked to eat the sushi, but he don't even fish. Not so much a country boy, it's more like he's country-ish. Moved out of Hickory and headed for Southern Cal. Wound up in TV and film, making Popsicle proud. Now this country boy is back with his family. Got himself a podcast, he knows it'll last, 'cause he's in Hickory.
That's right. I am from Hickory, and I'm happy about it. I hope you're happy, healthy, safe, and sound no matter where you are. You're about to watch and or listen to episode 60 of Country-ish, and we got a dank show for you today. Zooming in a little bit. Very funny comedian. You might know him from Getting Doug with High or Doug Loves Movies. Doug Benson's going to be on the show. We got residual checks. All right, we're going to play the How Much Is That Screen Actors Guild residual check game here in about 15 minutes. We've got a great small town news story too, so a lot to do. But if you're watching us live right now on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter, there's a share button at the bottom. I want you to hit that share button. Go ahead and hit that share button right now. Let's see how many people we can get up in here, because we are going live and we're checking your comments on YouTube and on Facebook and Twitter. So we got two interns that are hanging out in the back that are feverishly looking at your comments. And from time to time, I will go to them and ask them for an interesting comment. Right, so maybe you have a question for Doug Benson. Why don't you go ahead and get that ready? Maybe we'll throw it at him when he zooms in. But, yeah, we got two of them back there. One guy with my mask on his face, that is Elliot the intern. Very safe guy, very clean, very taking it safe with the COVID and whatnot. Now, you're checking the YouTube comments, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then sitting next to him is Isaiah the intern. He's checking your Facebook comments. So leave a comment, hit that share button, and let's do this. We're live on Facebook, like I said. We're also a regular old podcast, Apple Podcast, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Pandora, you name it, whatever there is. So I'm at Spotify, Podbean, there's tons of them. So, yeah, get to know us. Share. Also, I do comedy from time to time, and my next tour dates will be in Omaha, Nebraska. I will be in Omaha, Nebraska at the Funny Bone, January 28, 29, and 30. Look at there. Yeah, you can go to jonreep.com, click on tour dates, bada bing, bada boom. There it is, Omaha, Funny Bone. I like saying it like this, Omaha, Funny Bone. I'll be there. Also, after that, Valentine's Day weekend, I will be at the Funny Bone in Columbus, Ohio. OHIO. Come see me there. All right, but let me get to the man sitting right next to me. A very popular man in Liberty Township, where I just was. We'll get to that in a second. But this guy coming in, sitting right next to me, very tall guy. Again, I don't know if this is the first time you've seen this, but we had to dig a hole for him to stand in. He's standing. We're on the second floor. He's actually standing in the first floor, and he's popped his way up through here, coming in about 84 feet tall and 3 inches. Sebastian, a.k.a. the Southeastern Man of Mystery. How are you in your long forearms?
I'm fantastic. I am fantastic.
It's good to see you, buddy.
Good to be back.
Yeah, man, I had a good time. You got a fan?
I've heard about this fan. You're going to tell me about it, I'm sure, after a while.
Yeah, so let me just thank everybody who came to see me at the Funny Bone in Liberty Township. That's just north, I think, of Cincinnati, right outside of Cincinnati. And I did 4 shows and sold out 3 of them. And
Nice.
so that's all because of you guys telling everybody. And then also want to thank you because, at the end of the show, I sell all my merchandise. I'm safe. I got my little ginger beard mask, and everyone else has their mask. And I sell hats like this, like the one he's wearing. I sell T-shirts like the one Elliot is wearing. I sell masks like what Elliot is a walking billboard for me right about now. So I sell these things in koozies. And people come up to me and they talk to me. And one lady walked right up to me and she was like, "Is Sebastian here? I am all about Sebastian is where it's at." She said Sebastian's where it's at.
That's probably the most intelligent woman on the planet. I feel like she
I took a video of it. You don't see this lady?
I would love to see
Hey,
the
D. Allen
video.
Jackson, can we show that video? I want everyone to see this enthusiastic Sebastian lover right here. Go ahead, buddy. I made her repeat it because I was like, wait a minute, I got to get my phone out. Now, you say this again. All right, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Tanya Summer
All right,
from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yes. And what did you just tell me?
Sebastian is where it's at. I love Sean over Stamos any day.
Oh my gosh.
Take that, Stamos.
And I would give up my man for Sebastian any day.
Oh, and then
Sorry,
that's where he
Sean.
bounces. He's like, I can't take any more of this humiliation. Yeah, so you said it right in front of her dude. Couple
Nice.
times.
I like it. I like
So I think her name was Tanya Summers.
Tanya.
Thank you, Tanya. I hope you're
Tanya.
watching right now. We appreciate you coming out to the show. And
Thank
anything you want to say to
Thank
Tanya?
you, Tanya. Thank you. And I think we need to start having, how they did, remember that Twilight film?
The movie Twilight?
You remember Twilight? When they had
the vampire,
Team
Team Vampires.
what's that?
Team
Team,
Pattinson versus Isaiah. I know you probably know
Isaiah,
this.
what is it?
You know some dang. Why don't one of my interns be Googling this stuff while we're talking about it?
Team
Are you
Jake,
ta-
Team.
The
Team
Twilight
who
Saga?
versus what on Twilight? Go ahead, Amar.
It was
Team Edward versus Team Jacob.
Team Jacob versus Team Edward. So
was
we'll
gonna
make it Team
Team
Stamos
Stamos.
versus Team Sebastian.
There you go.
Hashtag Team Sebastian.
Yeah, hashtag Team Sebastian or hashtag Team Stamos. What do you ladies prefer? You know what? I mean, we thought about doing. You remember when we had the garage sale?
Yep.
And
Probably COVID, killed it, didn't it?
COVID kind of killed it, but we had people come out. We had a guy playing music. We had cornhole.
Yep.
But I was going to have a kissing booth. And I wanted to see which one of you guys would raise the most money. Like, it's like $1 or $2 to kiss. You had your own tipping
Yeah.
jar. Stamos have his tipping jar. Ladies come up and kiss. Who would the ladies choose? Team Stamos or Team Sebastian? Right now you're winning in Liberty Township.
1-0.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tanya.
So that was fun. I was at a place. I love these little fake towns they make out of nowhere, where it's like an outdoor mall type area. A lot of shopping, a lot of restaurants, and that's where a lot of these funny bones are. And so I literally, the hotel I stayed at, I just walk maybe 200 yards, maybe 100 yards to the funny bone. It was walking distance.
Oh.
And I passed by a taco place every day. And I ate nothing but tacos for 3 days straight. It was so good. These tacos are ridiculous. They had ones that had kangaroo meat in it.
Real kangaroo meat?
I didn't get that one. But I ain't that ballsy,
You don't want to eat kangaroo jack.
But yeah, so thank you for that. We do have a new iTunes review, and that's a deal I've made with the listeners, followers. There's many ways you can help support this podcast. We have a Patreon page. You could go check that out at countryish.com if you want to be a Patreon supporter. We're listener supported, but if you have no money, and a lot of my fans have no money, a lot of people right now have no money.
Yep.
That's okay. We'll get through this. But you can still help. You can go to countryish.com, click on the Apple icon, go to Apple Podcast, and write a nice review. And give me 5 stars, and I'll read your review. And we have a new one. All right, check this out. This is by a guy named Carlos 919-27511. Didn't want to mix that up with Carlos 929-7511. You know what I
You don't
mean?
want to get them mixed up.
Those two hate each other.
They're in a totally different area.
Yeah. So this is Carlos 919-27511. He says, best in show. Nothing beats good old country boy humor. It's a Hemi. Thank you, Carlos. 919-27511. All right. Let me go to the interns again real quick. Any interesting comments? What's going on? I asked people to ask me questions for Doug Benson. Elliot or Isaiah.
Tanya
This is where you would
Summers
say
said
something.
hashtag Team Sebastian.
Hang on. I can't hear you, buddy. Say it again. Lean into the microphone.
Tanya Summers said hashtag Team Sebastian.
Oh, yeah. So, Tanya, so your girl's watching.
All right, Tanya. Share right
Yeah,
now.
hit the share button.
Hit the share button.
Yeah. Now, did you hear this? Yesterday, I was in here doing a Heffron and Reep. We'll get to that in a minute. You might not even know what that is, but that's okay. And during that, Alan Jackson is laughing his head off, and I'm like, What's going on over here? Are we doing a great episode? He's like, No. I'm watching Twitter, and this just happened. Do you remember? Wait, let me go to Elliot here. Elliot, what is your intern's name? Mark. So here's, at the podcast here, we've got 2 interns, actually 3 if you count Amar, and sometimes 4 if you count Elliot, the intern's intern. And one time, I think he thought it'd be funny if he brought in the candle that Gwyneth Paltrow makes called "This Is What My Vagina Smells Like." I believe that's the name of the candle.
It's just serious.
Yeah. No, I'm 100% serious. And he brought that in here, and we all smelled it. It doesn't smell. It just smells like flowers.
Maybe.
I mean, the candle did. I don't know.
You don't know what Gwyneth.
I'm just telling you what the
Paltrow's
candle
vagina-
smelled like.
Okay.
But
Maybe it was a
apparently,
representation.
Alan was laughing because some lady lit the candle and it exploded. And yeah, some lady in the UK woman says Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candle exploded into huge flames in her home. And Alan was just dying over that. And I'm like, this is great because now the memes are going off. She's going to have a new candle now. This is what
Exploding vagina.
yeah, this is what
It's a whole new line. A good marketing thing here.
Yeah. She said, this is what my vagina would smell like if it had herpes. And then you light it and it just explodes. Catches your house on fire. Yeah. So I hope that person's okay. Isaiah, didn't you also send a candle to John Heffron?
Yeah, I sent a candle to Hef.
But that was not the Gwyneth Paltrow camera.
No, it
candle.
was not the Gwyneth Paltrow vagina
What,
candle.
what did you send him?
It's a candle that smells like a mouthful of
Oh, okay,
penis.
yeah. That's right. I forgot. That's my fault. I went there. I went to him knowing that that's where it would end up.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, so we're still looking for sponsors. So if you want to be a sponsor,
If you have your own vagina candle brand.
Oh, did you? Okay. The last time you were on here, we were talking about a guy who sent you a scam a message
Yes.
about trying to get you to give your information over because maybe you inherited $9.1 million.
It's no maybe, John. I just haven't got the money. I came back this week.
Well, when Stamos was on here, Elliot brought in a letter, someone trying to tell him that he's worth $26.1 million.
We know Elliot's not worth $26.1 million.
No. He might inherit it.
Oh, he's going to inherit
No, it's
that.
not Elliot. It's Paul D. Donofrio.
That sounds legit.
Yeah. Anyway, is there an update on this? Did you reach out to
me
the
and-
scammer?
Yes, and everything is extremely confidential right now. So I can't reveal a lot of details.
But
But
has he
we're in
responded?
process. Oh, yeah, we've been chatting back and forth.
Oh, more than one email.
Yes.
You're
and
corresponding with
We're
him.
corresponding currently.
Sebastian, I need to see these emails.
So we will have maybe an update real soon. Hopefully, Mr. McFarland will
That's
call
his name,
in.
Mr. McFarland. Yeah,
and
give him the phone number to this podcast.
and then we're going to,
We'll chat
We'll
with
try
him.
to collect the money right then.
Yeah,
But he does want half. He wants half.
Oh.
I thought that was so we're negotiating. I'm
That's
like,
a lot.
let's do 35.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
So you're negotiating.
I'm
with him.
negotiating his cut right
That's
now.
great. See how long you can keep it going.
I'm going to try.
But really,
Keep it-
our goal is to get this this dude to call into the show, and we'll see if we can, we'll see where we find out where he's at.
Yeah.
Probably in South Africa somewhere. Maybe Nigeria. You know what I mean? That's where they come from,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Look at this.
What is that? Does that look like, is that residual checks?
Look at all this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 unopened Screen Actors Guild residual checks. I think it's time. Shall we? The Alan Jackson, are the phone lines open, and are there people in the queue? We got 2 people. All right. That's all we need because they're going to play with you.
Okay.
Now, if you want to call in, now's the time to call. The phone number, I'll give you the phone number. The phone number is 980-368-5177. Call in right now because right here in a minute, I'm going to open up one of these envelopes and I'm going to tell you what it's for, how it's airing, and if you guess the amount exactly right, I give you the check. Closest person wins the game. And in fact, I've pretty much decided that someone's always going to win the check because it makes it more interesting for the callers.
Okay.
Give them hope. If they think they're never going to win, then they'll stop calling. So call that number right now. Get in the queue. And here's how it's played. I don't know if you know, I did some acting back in my day.
I heard.
Yeah. I've done some movies, sitcoms, commercials, done some adult films in the 80s, but they have to pay you when they air these things. Yeah. And so it's called residual checks. And I don't know what these are for, but we made a game out of it. And I'm going to let Sebastian pick one at random. I'll open it up. I will tell you what it's for. Like I said, closest person to the correct amount wins the game. You get exactly right, you win the check. But I think we're going to figure out a way to make it someone win. Now, I don't know what they're for. I'm going to let you pick one at random.
I'm going to pick number 3.
All right, number 3.
And you're going to hold on to that.
Now, we made a game out of this, and it's a game that we like to call How Much Is That Screen Actors Guild Residual Check? Dang. Getting good at that.
Yeah.
I'm a little lightheaded, but I'm okay. Also, we have a new setup. What do you think of the new setup?
You should say something about these 437 cameras that are now set up.
Yeah.
I even have shoe cameras. I feel like I need to wear better shoes when I come.
We got a wide shot. We got a shot on me. We got a shot on Sebastian. We got a shot of the guys in the control room. Boom. Look at that. There's the Alan Jackson and Amar. And then we got a shot of just the interns. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. Let's open this thing. All right. It's a check. Now that you're so much closer to me.
I know. I can see it. I can see it now.
You can't see this.
I can't see. I ain't got my glasses on. I can't see.
Oh, man. This is great.
How great is it?
This is absolutely fantastic. Can't see this, right?
No.
All righty then. Okay, I did a show.
Hickory stick.
This is Jane the Virgin. Now I've told you I've been on Jane the Virgin before. Yeah. We've had episodes where I've gotten a check for Jane the Virgin before.
Right.
With you sitting here.
Yes.
Because I remember telling you or explaining to you that I was on the show, and I said, "Have you ever seen it?" You're like, and you tried to lie to me. I'm like, "Of course you've not seen it." I don't watch it either. I didn't watch
Never
it.
watch a show with a virgin in it.
I believe that. And this is, I did one episode of Jane the Virgin. I played an exterminator. And it was just one quick little scene. And this is for internet rental. So this is people who rented this on the internet. Episode 404, chapter 68 of Jane the Virgin. One check. Sebastian. How much is this Grenade Skills Real Check?
$11.
Okay. And anything?
$11.47.
Ah, very good. I think that could be a good guess. Well, it depends on what the other people guess, but right now you're in the lead.
I am closest right now.
Right now, you're the closest to me, and you're the closest to this amount, because you're the only one who's guessed so far.
So far.
Now, let the Alan Jackson do. Should we go to the guys in the back? Do we want Elliot and Isaiah to play? Let's go to Isaiah.
I'm gonna
Isaiah,
go-
have you seen Jane the Virgin?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm gonna go $20.63.
$20.63. All right, you're locked in. Elliot, I think maybe you should play since we only have 2 people on the horn.
$9.17.
We got more now? Okay. Go ahead, Elliot.
$9.17.
Whoa.
Oh.
See, Elliot's good, man.
I knew he was good. I knew I was-
Elliot knows the lines of things that I've been in. In fact, he knows when I thought it was 1 episode of something. He goes, "No, that you were in 2 episodes."
Yeah.
And actually, they chopped up that scene, and you were in episode 1 and episode 2. And that was Tig Notaro's show, One Mississippi. So Elliot knows things. And Elliot, that's a good guess. What was it? $9 and what?
17 cents.
$9.17. All right. Wow. This is good.
Open up
You're
the
locked
phone
in.
line.
Now, I hope everyone watching me live watch my poker face. Maybe you can tell. Let that gauge your guess. All right, Deion Jackson, let's go to the phone lines. Let me know when somebody's in the queue on the show. Hi, Jon Reep, you're on the show. Who am I talking to?
Hello there, Jon Reep. How you doing?
I am good. How are you? Who's this?
Mitchell Russell from Albemarle, North Carolina.
Home of Kelly Pickler.
Is that right?
Yes, it is. Home of Kelly Pickler. That still says it on our sign.
Exactly.
Wait a minute. Kelly Pickler
From Albemarle, North Carolina.
from Albemarle, but American Idol.
American Idol.
The
America's
hot,
sweetheart.
cute country chick, right?
Yes.
She was like kind of airheady.
She's an
one.
air,
Good old Albemarle.
she's a little airy.
Yeah, but they put her name on the sign.
But absolutely. You don't have a sign.
Yeah, her name is on the sign.
Have you
It
noticed?
says home to Albemarle, and then it says also home to Kelly Pickler.
And she finished like 6th or 7th in American Idol, and you finished number 1 in
Last comic standing.
Last Time Standing. Does that say anything?
It says the current mayor of Hickory is not doing a good
you
job.
wait till you win the mayor.
So you know
We'll
what
get
that
your own
means?
sign.
We're gonna have to get a new mayor.
Home of Hickory, home of Jon Reep.
There you go.
That's right, and I will be running for mayor. You better watch your back, Hank Guess. All right, Mitchell, is that what you said?
Yep,
All
Mitchell
right.
Russell from Albemarle, North Carolina.
That's right. I'm just gonna call you Mitch if that's okay. Mitch from Albemarle, what is your guess, buddy?
All right, I get a $23.57.
$23.57. Okay. Put them on hold, Alan. Let's go to the next caller. Now, remember, I'm trying to give you nonverbal, physical, visual cues. Hi, Jon Reep here. You're on the Country-ish Show. Who am I talking to?
This is mother of Isaiah Pennell.
Oh, okay.
Love
Hi,
you, Mom.
mother of Isaiah Pennell. How are you?
Oh, fine, tired.
Yeah, I bet you're working hard.
We are.
Well, your cute son is here, and he's made a guess.
Love you.
He loves you. And
Well, I love him. His stepdad and I are listening, and we came up with a guess of $10.21.
Oh, somebody was listening. Yeah.
10. Now she did say dollars a little bit like Isaiah that time. $10.21. Okay, Isaiah Pennell's mama. Alan, put her on hold. We'll go to the next caller. Good guess. All right. So we've got how many more? Do you think we got a lot? Okay. All righty. You're on the show. Who am I talking to? Hello.
Krista Griffin.
Say again.
Krista Griffin.
Krista Griffin.
Krista Griffin from Hickory, North Carolina.
All right, Krista. Thanks for calling in. Have you been watching?
Yes, I have.
You ever watch Jane the Virgin?
No, I I haven't seen that.
Well, I think you can download it or stream it if my memory serves me correct. I'm only in one episode, episode 404, chapter 68. Check it out sometime. I could use another one of these residual checks. But what's your guess, Krista?
Definitely. We'll check it out this time. My guess is $8.89.
Ooh, nice.
$8.89. Now, see, she's been watching. She's reading my face. If we were going to Vegas together, I feel like we'd be good at playing cards together. Right? 'Cause
Definitely.
You like to play cards?
Well, I like going to the casinos, and Johnny Poovy, he'd go with me too.
Oh, she knows Johnny Poovy. Yeah, Johnny Poovy's the one putting together the cruise. Are you coming on the cruise?
I wish I was. We actually wanted to be on your last one, but we've had some issues. We can't make it, but we do love you. We've met you at the Elks.
Oh, well, I love you too. So if you guys are curious of what we're talking about, I'm doing a cruise, Reeps Peeps Comedy Cruise. I'm doing karaoke, a podcast, and comedy, but that's for another time. Right now, she's locked in. She's locked in at $8 and I think 89 cents. Okay, let's go to the next caller. Please and thank you, the Alan Jackson. That's the only problem is I'm having to look over you to see Alan. Okay, all right. You are on the show with me, Jon Reep. Who am I talking to?
Hello, Jon Reep and Sebastian.
That's Samantha Dawn Kingston right there.
I like the way she said Sebastian.
Oh, yeah.
Virginia ladies always say it that way.
That's the state for lovers.
Yes.
They put a little care in their
delivery.
tone.
Yeah, it's nice.
Samantha, how are you, my dear?
I'm doing good.
She's got a good voice. Yeah. All right, Samantha, you've been paying attention. What is your guess?
$6.50.
She went lower than everybody else. $6.50. Okay, let's lock her in, and Alan. Do we have a lot more?
Yeah, we got several more.
All right, let's go. Let's keep moving. This is fun. Jane the Virgin, one episode. What is my check? And I want you to guess. Hi, Jon Reep here. You're on the show. Who am I talking to?
Travis Mahaffey.
Oh, Travis. Looky here, buddy.
What's up?
That's my DDPY instructor.
So this is the guy that saw us all in female yoga pants.
Yeah. You've talked to him before.
Yeah, Travis, thank you for
Elliot,
that.
every one of us in here, we all did DDPY with him. Yep. And he's actually going to be on the cruise.
You guys did a fantastic job. We need to get you out there again.
Yeah, so he'll be on the cruise. It's another thing that we've offered. If you want to, if you book a cabin on this cruise, not only do you get the comedy, the podcasting, the karaoke, but now you can do DDPY with me and Travis. He's going to be doing lessons every morning on the boat.
Sweet.
Just for the Reap Speaks people. Okay, Travis, what is your guess, buddy?
I'm going to guess $8.73.
Very good. Everyone's staying around in that range. I think that's a good guess. All right, Travis, I'm going to lock you in. Bang! All right, let's go to the next caller, the Alan Jackson. Hi, Jon Reep. You're on the phone with me. Who am I talking to?
What's up, boys? This is Jacob Fleet from Coleman, Alabama.
Alabama, roll tide.
Oh, man, yeah.
Roll Tide.
You're Roll Tide, not War Eagle, huh?
Born and bred Roll Tide.
He's a winner. He's a winner.
Yeah. Man, they beat the crap out of the
That's what we do.
All right, brother. So you've been watching me live on Facebook?
I have been. I've been watching your poker face. I think I got a good guess here.
Okay. What you got?
I'm going to go with $10.69.
Oh, I like it when people put on the 6-9. Yeah. Just for fun. If you have no clue.
I heard you did, so I figured I'd throw it in there while I could.
Yeah, well, that's good. All right. That's a good guess. We've got a lot of great guesses on the table, and I am not a mathematical whiz.
Oh, no.
So right now, I'm not sure who's winning. But put him on hold, the Alan Jackson. Do we have anybody else?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm going to go 3 more?
Oh, okay. Let's do 3 more. And we went from just having 2 phone calls to everyone calling in at once.
You put it on the thing underneath.
Oh,
that's
did
why. When you announce it.
All righty, you're on the show. Who am I talking to?
This is Michael Sullivan.
Michael Sullivan. Where are you calling from, buddy?
Smithville, West Virginia.
West God, Virginia. I love it. Okay, thanks for calling in, brother. Have you been watching? Have you paid attention? Or do you watch Jane the Virgin?
I do not watch Jane the Virgin or ever have.
Not
what
one
are
person.
the odds that anybody watching me
one person
has
has
ever
watched this?
watched Jane the Virgin? You know what I mean? Like when people discover it out there in the wild, and most people who've watched Jane the Virgin don't even know who I am to begin with. But that rare moment where it does happen, where maybe they're with someone who makes them watch it, and then I pop up, they'll take a screenshot like, "Hey, what are you doing on this?" You know. So, okay, buddy, what's your guess, my friend?
I'm gonna go $13.31.
Okay. $13.31. Let's lock him in from West God, Virginia. All right, let's go to the next phone call. The Alan Jackson, I know you're writing these down. All right, you're on the show with Jon Reep. Who am I talking to?
This is Richard Walton from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Oh, Pittsburgh. Oh, man, I'm so sorry about what happened. You guys got beat.
Yeah, that was ugly.
Was it Cleveland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed it was, yep.
Yeah. Well, look, how many more titles do you need? I mean, you guys have won, what, 4? 4 or 5?
6.
6.
Yeah.
6? So, wait, are you guys tied with the Patriots?
Working on 7.
Or are you one below the Patriots?
I believe we're tied.
Oh, okay. Interesting. All right, well, go Steel Town. I like Pittsburgh. You ever been to Pittsburgh, Sebastian?
I went through it, but never stopped.
Dude, it is awesome.
I love the people. You know, people come down. We hung out with a lot of Pittsburgh fans.
Yeah,
remember?
Yeah,
come see you.
I remember the first time I went to Pittsburgh. Right, when you go into the city, if you're driving, you got to go through a tunnel. You're going through a mountain, and then you come out the other end. Like before you go through the mountain, it's kind of bland and it's just you're in the middle of nowhere kind of a thing. And then when you go through the mountain and you come out on the other side, it's like all of a sudden this city just explodes out of nowhere. And it's 3 rivers and it's bridges and it's Steel Town and it's awesome looking, man. That's why they shot Batman there, because it looks so Gotham-y. All right, dude, that's enough about Pittsburgh. What's your guess?
All right, my guess is $8.11.
Okay, $8.11. Man, everyone's hovering around it. A lot of people very close. Let's lock him in. Okay, the Alan Jackson. Let's go to the next phone call. And I want someone to get it exactly right. Okay, you're on the show. Who am I talking to?
Hey, John, this is Michelle Irby from Hillsville, Virginia.
Michelle.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. A lot of Virginia.
Yeah, no bad.
Wait, Hillsbury?
Hillsville.
Hillsville.
Home of the largest.
Yeah.
Used to be the largest yard sale in the world, right?
Yeah, the Hillsville Flea Market. Yes, sir.
Yes.
What? Are you kidding me? Wait a second. You're the southeastern man. What are you doing up in Virginia?
Virginian down. I stay below the Mason-Dixon
below
line.
Technically, okay.
Yeah.
The largest yard sale.
Flea market. Yard. Well, it's a whole town sets up as one big yard sale. Am I right, Michelle?
Yeah, unfortunately this year we didn't get to do it because of COVID, but it's also called the gun show because there's a lot of guns.
I show up
just
there.
the flea market will do.
It's the gun show when you show up with your
my
dang
forearms.
sleeveless. Yeah, because look.
That's right.
That girl, Tanya Sommers,
Yeah.
she said she likes your arms.
Forearms. Not arms, but forearms.
Pull them sleeves.
Well, I got to be careful. We're on PG.
Okay. Okay, what is your guess, my dear?
I'm going to go a little higher and say $12.67.
$12.67. Okay, not bad. Lock her in. All right.
Do one more?
One more phone call, and then we're gonna figure this. We're gonna whittle it down. No one's gotten it exactly right yet. I'll just say that. All right, you're on the show with Jon Reep. Who am I talking to?
You're off the Roanoke River with Dorsey Nethery.
Dorsey, the current reigning champion, I believe.
What's happening?
Dorsey, you won this game last time, I believe, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I never got my check.
You have not got your check.
No, sir.
Okay. And is this because I don't have your address? Did you go to Country-ish and send me an email yet?
We've got it. I think I forwarded it to you.
Yes, sir, I did.
All right. Well,
We'll get it.
Well, I want you to know something. I went to the bank today.
Go ahead.
I went to the bank today to deposit my check from Liberty Township. And sitting in my to-do list was the check that Dorsey won. And I looked at it, and I thought, I'm supposed to send this to Dorsey, but I don't have his address yet. So do I just go ahead and deposit it? But I didn't.
Ooh.
I still have it because I was waiting to hear from Dorsey. So, Dorsey, maybe you'll win again, and you'll get 2 checks in the mail.
Do I need to resend it?
No, we got it.
Okay. No, Alan says we got it. I'm going to trust him. We got it. You're going to get it, Dorsey. Don't worry. But guess what? Maybe you'll get another one. This will be exciting if Dorsey wins. This is the last phone call, too. And I feel like the last phone call has the most advantage because they've been sitting back. They've been watching my face. They're reading the room. And,
it was the last phone call last week.
Wow, Dorsey's somehow figured out how to be the last phone call. All right, Dorsey, what is your guess, buddy?
I'm going to say $7.81.
Okay, $7.81. Well, I can go ahead and tell you that Dorsey won't be winning this time.
No, because it's in the $8 range.
Dorsey, don't worry. I'm going to send you I think his was $15 or something last time. I still have it in my bag. Okay, so here's what we do now. We run this check. One of my interns need to come in here and take this from me and give it to the Alan Jackson, and he'll do the math. We're going to whittle it down to the closest person, and then we're going to get the closest person back on the phone, and I'm going to help them get to the correct number. Now, the Alan Jackson, here's the part that I didn't tell you. Mm-hmm. There's 2 amounts.
Yes.
There's one that's on the check,
right,
and there's the one that I was using, which is on the paper before taxes are taken out.
I see.
I was using the higher number.
Gotcha.
Okay, but we could do 2 winners.
We'll go
but
with
the whole
one.
time I've been doing that number because I didn't actually look at the check. I just assumed it was the same amount.
That's it.
Okay, so we're going to go with that number. All right. Because the other check is after taxes, and that's a different amount, which would obviously be lower. So someone got very, 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 very close. And everyone else, after I got excited about that guess, the next caller went way too high, which I was like, maybe he didn't have time to see my face. Maybe he's lagging on the Facebook. You know what I mean? Maybe he's behind us.
Yeah.
So
Alan's doing
John,
math.
I have a winner. Now we have a in this room winner.
Right.
And then we have an on the phone winner. Is that cool with you?
Okay, yeah. Well, in this room winner is not going to get anything.
Right. The in the room winner.
Yeah, I know that.
Go ahead and announce that?
Yeah.
Okay. The in the room winner with a guess of, yeah.
Should we do it the other way first?
Okay, so I'm just going to tell you who's closest in this room.
Yeah.
In this room, closest is Elliot.
Right. And don't say the amount.
Guess was the closest of the ones in the room here.
Yes.
And then on the telephone, the closest one is Krista Griffin.
Ooh.
Her guess was $8.89.
Okay. Okay.
Right? You remember what the amount was?
Yes,
on the
I do.
right?
All right, so let's get Krista Griffin.
All right, hold on, Snap.
We're going to get Krista back on the phone.
I think she's back on the line. Check and make sure.
Okay.
Woo!
All right, Krista. Congratulations. All right, congratulations. You're going to get the check, but I need you to get closer. So I'm going to give you some clues. Okay.
Okay.
Your guess was the closest, but it wasn't exactly right. So that means it's either higher or it's lower than what you guessed. Do you want me to tell you? Yeah, so I should just tell you. I'll ask you, is it higher or is it lower?
Lower.
It is higher. So
it's higher.
That clue did not help. All right. So it's higher than $8.87.
89 cents.
89 cents. Now think of what's the next number above 8, whole number above 8?
$8 and
No.
90
What is
cents.
what is the number, whole number between 8 and 10?
9.
Correct. Now, we got that settled. Now let's work on the change. Okay.
Okay.
$9, and here's a clue. This date is very popular because something really bad happened in New York City. What
11.
What?
11.
That's right.
$9.11.
$9.11. Krista Griffin, you won the game. What are you going to do with all that cash? Huh?
Oh, let's go to Vegas.
Let's go to Vegas. We're going to count cards, me and you. We're going to play blackjack, and we're going to put exactly $9.11 on the first hand. We're going to have to find a $5 table.
There you go. There you go. You just made our night. I'm at Wake Forest Baptist with my husband in the hospital, and we're laying here watching your podcast.
Oh, I hope you guys are okay, and thanks for calling in, and I'm glad I can be a distraction and make your day a little bit better. And look, it just got $9.11 better, so you can use that.
You can buy one Tylenol with that tonight.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right. All right, so look, here's what we got to do now. I got to get your info. So
okay.
This is where you go to countryish.com.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the contact page, fill that out, send me an email, remind me who you are and this what the check was, and with your address, and I'll send it to you, okay?
All right, sounds awesome. Thanks.
All right, thank you all for playing. How much is that Screen Actors Guild residual check? We got more country-ish coming up. We got Doug Benson zooming in, a little snippet of Heffron and Reep and small-town news. But first, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more country-ish after this. Hey, everybody, Jon Reep here, and I've got some big news for you, Omaha, Nebraska. Omaha, Nebraska. I'm coming your way. I'm going to be at the Funny Bone, January 28, 29, and 30. Get your tickets. Rafters shaking, biscuits will be baking. Click on something in here. Click on something. Hey everybody, it's me again. I just want to say thank you for listening or watching this podcast. You know, we couldn't do this without supporters like you. Oh wait, are you not a supporter? Well, you could be. It's real simple. Go to countryishpodcast.com. Click on the word support. That will take you to our Patreon page. That's our support page. And from there, you can support us in many different ways. There's different levels. You got $5 and up. You got Pewter Pro, Rhinestone level, Executive Zirconia, all the way up to Platinum Elite, and all of them come with different rewards. We're talking hats, t-shirts, ginger beard masks, even be a guest on the show. You got to check out our Patreon page. Go to countryishpodcast.com, click on support, and thank you. Hey everybody, Jon Reep here. Just want to say thank you for listening or watching this podcast. We love it when you do that. Also, I want you to go cruising with me. That's right, not in a car, in a ship. That's right. It's the Reeps Peeps Comedy Cruise. Check it out. If you go to jonreep.com, click on the Reeps Peeps Cruise. All the information you need is right there. It's in 2021. You got plenty of time. November the 6th through the 11th. We're going to a private beach in Haiti. We're going to Nassau. I'm doing stand-up. We're doing a podcast, and we're doing karaoke. 5 nights. It's going to be a blast. Get on the boat with me, Jon Reep, and the Reeps Peeps Cruise. Hey, you're back. We're back. Thanks for hanging in there. We got more show to do. We got small town news. Doug Benson's going to zoom in, but first I got to come clean with my buddy, Sebastian. I mentioned it earlier, and I just kind of glossed over it, and it's because I didn't want to upset you. But I feel like I should be honest with you because we've been friends for a very long time, and I don't like keeping secrets. So I think now's a good time to just put it out there. I do another podcast.
I
do another one with another person.
The Heffron guy.
Yeah, Jon Heffron.
I thought you were done. You told me it was over. That was the last one. It was finished.
Yeah, I know, but we did.
Because you're traveling and you're back and you never.
We did another one. We did a couple. It's it's not like this. It's different. It's just me and him, and we don't have segments. We just talk.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's in Michigan. I'm here.
Oh.
We just
long distance.
talk about the '80s and stuff. And
yeah. I mean, I wasn't in the '80s. Well,
we hung out in the '80s. We were friends. You had the rubber chicken.
Bet you he didn't have rubber chicken, did he?
I don't know, but I'll show you what it looks like. We did one last night, and we got on a George Michael kick because I love George Michael.
Our favorite singer, George Michael, father figure. You probably talked about that.
Well, if we're talking about George Michael, I'm talking about father figure. And here, I'll just show you what it looks like. Check out this clip of me and Jon Heffron and talk about George Michael.
This guy, Mark Austin, who's an animator, he was in Boba Fett in the Star Wars movies. He's from England, so he'd get on stage and he could kill a George Michael song.
Ooh!
If you got on stage with him, especially during Christmas, and we would sing Last Christmas, I would kind of not even sing, and he would. I swear you thought you were listening to the radio.
Wow.
There's no way you didn't think, if your eyes were closed, you weren't listening to George Michael.
Well, then this guy can really sing. If he sounds like George Michael, he can actually sing because George Michael is one of the best singers ever.
Literally, yeah. George Michael's one of the best. How I am with Sade?
Yeah.
Every night I watch Sade video. George Michael is right behind. I equally got some of the greatest music videos.
Right.
Fast Love. I could go on all visually. You're like, well, what about Jitterbug?
Right. You always think of that.
Jitterbug. But the visual on all of his stuff is amazing. So
hang on one second, John. I want you to finish this story about your buddy, but I have to acknowledge something. Okay. In my act now, I do a bit about karaoke, and I talk about singing George Michael's father figure. How I will choose that song on purpose just for the last line at the very end of the song, and it comes out of nowhere where he just goes, "I'll be your daddy, oh, till the end of time." And I'm like,
Oh, George Michael father.
But I sing that song. I sing that song on stage, and
no.
My joke is that I will make eye contact with one table, and I never stop looking at the table. And when I scream, "I'll be your daddy," and I just look at him real creepy. I'm not only going to be your daddy, I'm going to be your daddy till the end of time. and it's very creepy.
No.
And that is Heffron and Reep. Check out heffronandreep.com. We've done a couple episodes. Go check it out. It's fun. Let me go to my interns because we've been going live on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter this whole time. And I'm curious as to any comments or questions.
Yeah, Shane Flint said that we need to start a write-in petition getting Home of Jon Reep on the Welcome to Hickory sign.
Oh, well, I agree. Thank you, Shane. We should do that. But when I'm mayor, I'll just do it. You know what I mean?
Executive order.
So I will do an executive order. We're changing at least a street name.
Yeah.
Or getting a sign up there. I mean, Dale Jarrett's got one, doesn't he? Isn't there one that says "Home of Dale Jarrett"?
Yeah,
Elliot's shaking his head.
It used to be. I don't think it's there anymore.
I haven't seen it in a while.
Now we knocked that down one night. Remember? You forget?
Well, I don't
Allegedly.
know. Yeah, somebody knocked it
Somebody.
down. It's not, and they didn't put it back up. Elliot, what about you? Any comments on YouTube?
Yes, sir. Jacob Wheat, who actually called in, he and Rick Sanford have been having a spirited discussion about Sebastian. They think that he was either hit in the eye or there's a wrinkle or a scar with an interesting story behind it. And his hat, the shadow from his hat isn't helping, sorry to say.
Oh, what's going on? Let me see. I don't see anything. Push the hat up. I don't see anything.
Nothing?
No.
There's scars?
Maybe it's the shadow on the hat.
I'll tell you, Rick, I was in a fight last week saving a baby and a squirrel.
A baby and
a squirrel.
Wow, what happened?
Well,
where were you? What state was
remember
this
the small town news where the squirrels are attacking? I thought
you went up to New York.
Went all the way up to New York.
Queens, New York.
Yeah, Queens, New York. Saw a squirrel attack a baby.
Oh, and then you broke up the fight.
I broke up the fight, saved the baby.
Then
as I was taking the baby home, car ran over me, but I got the baby out of the road.
Wow, see, he's a hero, guys.
I'm a hero.
You're sitting
That's
here
why
trying to
you're voting
nitpick.
for Team Sebastian.
Hashtag
Team Sebastian.
That's right. All right. Well, thank you for your comments.
Thank you. Rick. I'm gonna get a filter on next time. I told Alan I wanted a filter.
I don't see anything though. I don't see anything. I mean, you got a little red right here, but that always happens, a little bit. Look, guys, stop
4K.
judging. Yeah, we got
4K
cameras up in here. Is he here? Are we zooming in? Yeah. Okay. So this is great. Zooming into the show. Very funny comedian. Very popular comedian on Twitter. He's got almost 1 million followers on Twitter. He was on my season of Last Comic Standing. Came in 6th place.
Probably got a sign up at his.
He probably has a sign in his town.
Probably.
It says Doug Benson.
Home of Doug Benson.
Home of Doug Benson.
Number 6 on Last Comic Standing.
But he's a very funny dude. You know him. You love him. Everyone say hey to Doug Benson.
Take another look and tell me that.
And joining me right now, here he is, my old pal, Doug Benson. How are you, buddy? He's in there.
I'm all right, I guess. How are you?
I'm surviving. I know you from a long time ago. I remember seeing you for the first time I saw you. I think it was 1992, and you did a set on the A-list. Is that right?
Yeah, I was on the A-list. That was a very, very strange experience.
Was it? I thought you did great on that, and I remember. So that's the first time I saw you. And then when I moved to LA, I saw you at the Improv. This was before we did Last Comic Standing. I saw you at the Improv, and someone left the stage early. And the MC must have been outside smoking a cigarette, and the stage was just empty. And so you ran up there as a sort of a way of saving the show, and did 5 minutes. And I thought that was just one of the coolest things I'd ever seen. It's just, you came up there impromptu. No one had introduced you, and you just walked up there and started killing. And I felt sorry for the next guy that you had to introduce. And then we ended up working together on Last Comic Standing. But yeah, I've known you for quite some time, even before Last Comic Standing.
Yeah, well, that first show that you mentioned, that A-list, that was season 2 of the A-list. So what happened was season 1 was all the really sort of famous comedians who hadn't yet gotten their own, movie deal or what, but pretty big acts, pretty big people on the first season. It was hosted by Richard Lewis. Then they announced the second season, hosted by Sandra Bernhard, and it just became more of a free for all. Like more comedians that weren't that seasoned got to go on. Because like I was so. I mean, I think my set on there is fine, but like I was really messing around at that time in my career with this really low key persona that I eventually, ditched and just made my more natural persona which is still pretty low key sometimes, but not so practiced or rehearsed, or not seeming too influenced by what's his name, Wright.
Oh, Stephen Wright.
Stephen Wright.
Oh, yeah.
Stephen Wright was the guy with slow, methodical one-liners, and I sort of had that kind of act for a while.
Yeah.
So when I went on the A-list, I wasn't really ready to be on a show where you get to do such a long set, and you're supposed to be like this super established comedian with all these classics that you could whip out.
Oh.
So it went okay, I think I had a good set and there's some funny stuff in there, but I look back on it and like it was in an old theater down in Santa Monica, I think called the Mayfair, that kind of notoriously, because I ended up taping more than one thing there, they just didn't have air conditioning. So like they'd shoot these things like in August and then go into this theater and it doesn't have air conditioning. And so it was brutal. Like if you can ever get your hands on Mark Cohen's A-list, you can see the sweat flying off of his head during his set.
Wow, I didn't notice that. And you were wearing like a button-up shirt all the way up to the top, long
a dress
sleeve.
shirt. So like, I'm so glad I don't have a lot of raising my hands up over my head routines, because I'm sure I had horrible pit stains at that point. It was just nasty.
That's tough, man. Anytime you do something for TV and like, okay, I got two stories on that. After Last Comic Standing, one of the things that you got was like they gave you like some money and then they gave you like a special on the Bravo network. Like you're going to get your own special. I'm like, okay. And so I do this. I forgot where we filmed it, but I'm wearing this. I'm trying to look nice. I'm wearing this long sleeve shirt. And about halfway into the set, I hear over the microphone, there's a speaker. They're like, okay, John, just hold tight for a minute. I'm like, oh, well, you interrupted my show. And then they called me in the back, and I was drenched. Like it was coming through the shirt. Like it was embarrassingly noticeable, but I couldn't see it. And so they took me backstage and took a hairdryer and just dried me off. I had to come back and try to pick up where I left off, and it didn't match, and it just wasn't great. So that's something like that, sweating or having a bad experience with a weird hair coming up like that can really ruin your vibe, especially if you're halfway into it and you have to stop. Have you ever had that?
Yeah. And well, also Jon Reep of today would probably tell the audience what happened and include footage of the blow drying in the special. Right. But it used to be like, get that stuff out of there. We can't have that in there. Everything has to seem perfect. And that's not what comedy is anymore.
Yeah.
And also it gives you a chance for the audience to relate to what just happened to you instead of you having to pretend it didn't happen.
Yeah.
It's not like you're playing a character in a play or something.
Yeah. And it's weird if you don't address it. Like I came back and I tried, I was trying to be funny in the back while they were doing it. I had a wireless microphone and I was trying to talk to the crowd like, oh, I'm getting a blowjob back here, trying to be funny with it because I didn't have material for that. And when I came back, it was just not as good as what it would have been had I just kept going. But you're right. Today I would have included it and made fun of it and I'd be okay with it. And then I did another special. And dude, Doug, for a minute I thought it'd be cool to slick my hair back like I was doing. Like Sons of Anarchy, that Jax character who just slicks his hair back.
Yeah, like Scott Conn in every.
Yeah. And so I thought, I'm going to lose this at some point. I might as well get people used to my forehead. Let me start slicking it back. And so I started slicking it back, and I thought, okay, well, this is okay. And then I shot a special, and then there's always hair and wardrobe people who think they can make you better, And so they come back there, and I'm like, well, I've been slicking it back lately. They're like, well, you're going to need some product. And they do stuff to my hair. And I don't notice it, and I go do my thing. And then if you watch this special, Ginger Beard Man on Amazon Prime, you'll see halfway into it, I'm sweaty. It's big and poofy. I don't like the way it looks. And I'm like super self-conscious about it. But at the end of the day, I'm like, well, it is funny looking, I guess. At the end of the day, I'm trying to be funny, right?
Yeah, I guess that's true. That you don't need to look cool, really.
Yeah.
But it is funny how confidence and charm, those are such big aspects of stand-up comedy. Unless you're playing an outright like nerdy character or something.
Yeah.
So it's a weird, because you also have to make fun of yourself all the time.
Yeah.
So it's
Right.
it's a balancing act, but I just put my I've got COVID hair. I've got hair that I've cut myself a few times, but for the most part, it's it's not doing well. So I just shove it up all inside a hat.
Yeah. You got a good head of hair, though, man. You've had, I have not noticed you losing any hair. And I know you're a little bit older than me. I'm 48. And congratulations on the good genetics.
Yeah,
with
I
the
know.
hair.
Can you believe it? All this hair at 72 years of age.
Right. You probably already have qualified for the vaccine shot, right?
Yeah. It's crazy. It's so crazy when you get over 50, how aware you are of when they announce that somebody died, when they say how old they were when they died. It's like, what? That person couldn't make it to the age I've made it to? How is that possible?
So on my podcast, Country-ish, sometimes we stream movies, and we don't stream them, but we try to tell people what they should watch if they're stuck at home. And we I watched Urban Cowboy for the first time, thought it was great. Do you like any country western films?
I like lots of westerns. As a person who loves movies, it's a genre that I've seen quite a lot of, and
yeah,
it tends to deliver. Especially now that they make so few of them. The westerns they make now, they tend to be really good because it's hard to get sick of westerns. There's one from a couple of years ago called "In a Valley of Violence."
Oh.
That a lot of people haven't seen. It's kind of a small scale western, but it stars Ethan Hawke. It doesn't get any more country-ish than Ethan Hawke.
Have you seen The Good Lord Bird?
I saw a few minutes of it, got an idea of what I was in for with his performance, and look forward to watching more. But I haven't, haven't gotten on that yet.
So, now that I live with my mom, I'm stuck, I'm not stuck at home. I have to watch TV with her. And so I don't always get to watch exactly what I want to watch when I want to watch it. And we stumbled across The Good Lord Bird. And he's over the top the whole series. There's a lot of screaming, but it is a good performance, and I did like it. Real quick, what are your thoughts? Because we also stumbled across the Tiger King together. Before people started talking about it, I gave mom the remote. She's looking around Netflix. And I make a joke about this now, but this did happen. She sees the Tiger King and thinks, oh, this must be like a spinoff of The Lion King, a good wholesome Disney show we can watch together. And of course it was not that. I know you've probably seen it, or are you one of these guys that avoided it?
I watched it, but mostly because of quarantine. Did you watch all of it with your mother?
Yes, in one sitting. We binged the whole thing. We took pee breaks and food breaks, and that was it. I couldn't believe what I was watching.
Yeah, I saw it too, and my biggest complaint about it, I think it's fascinating television, but I just don't like the way that the characters in that thing are kind of looked at as heroes of some kind.
Yeah,
because Carol and the Lion King, Tiger King, both of them are. I just can't get behind them thinking that they could have zoos with these exotic animals in them.
No, you're right. In the very beginning, there's a guy that they're interviewing. I forgot which was one of these investors, the heavier set guy. and he's saying like all your animal people are crazy. The monkey people are crazy. People who love monkeys too much, and the snake people are crazy. But no one is as crazy as the big cat people. And that's what set off the whole thing for me. And I'm like, oh well, let's see what you're talking about. And then, good Lord, it did. Yeah, man, it's insane. And they're gonna make a movie about it, right?
Oh yeah, is it going to be?
Nicolas Cage.
That's right. I was thinking it should be Sean Penn or David Spade.
David Spade. Oh, I would watch that. I would have to watch it.
No matter who it is, if they paint him in a bad light and it ends with him being sad in prison.
Yeah. Yeah, did you see, God, what was that film? It was a Netflix movie with David Spade, The Wrong Missy.
I didn't see that one, no, but he's like the straight guy, so she just acts super crazy, right?
I've seen her in other stuff. I forgot her name. But
Lauren Lapkus.
Oh, my God. She made me laugh so hard in that movie. And you haven't seen it? I totally recommend that one if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, no, I think I'd like it because I feel like I feel like she's like a female Chris Farley. Like she's just like
that's
going
exactly what
and then Spade's just all dry and.
I said almost the exact same words to my girlfriend. I'm like, this is a female Jim Carrey, though. I said she's like a female Jim Carrey. Like she's not afraid to look silly and go over the top and just go for it. And I laughed so hard in that thing, man. I can't believe I wasn't following you on Twitter before this, but I just looked on Twitter, and you've got like almost 1 million freaking Twitter followers. So congrats on that.
Oh, thank you.
But it's not just Doug Benson. It's called Doug Benson, co-host of Worldwide Dougs.
Wide World of Dougs.
Right. So go follow Doug there.
That's one of my other podcasts. I'll have to get you on there someday. And I've also got Doug Loves Movies, and I'm on Patreon and Cameo. You know, if there's any place where comedians are hanging out, trying to, bum you for some spare change, that's where I'll be.
Hey, same here, man. I really appreciate you doing it, Doug. Take it easy, brother.
Thanks, John. I'll see you later.
Okay, man.
Take another look and tell me that.
And we're back. All right. Do you like how I rearranged the room?
Man, you're fast.
Real fast like that?
You're amazing.
Yeah, and I changed shirts.
You're good.
Yeah.
You're a real pro.
Yeah, this whole thing is live. We don't pre-record anything. Obviously, that was pre-recorded. Sorry if I tricked you. But, Doug Benson, very funny. And I think I got a contact high when I was talking to him. Through Zoom.
You have to pre-record Doug.
Yeah, you got to pre-record Doug. You never know what's going to happen, man. So, all right, but we are live right now, and we're checking your comments on YouTube and Facebook. In fact, we can go to my interns right now. Let's see what the people are talking about. What are you saying? Any interesting comments, Isaiah or Elliot?
Somebody wanted you to ask Doug Benson this question.
Oh.
But since you didn't ask Doug Benson this question, I'm going to ask you the question.
Oh, all right.
So
I like
if you
that.
could bring any comic back from the dead for one day, who would it be?
Oh, that's a great question.
Wow. There's a lot of them that have passed away. Why is it got to be one day? Can I just bring it back?
This is what the person
said. Yeah, I know. Who was it that asked the question?
Michael Sullivan.
Michael Sullivan. All right. Well, why one day, Michael? Why can't we enjoy this person for, let's give them a year to work out new material. Like if I bring this person back, I want to know what a day's not enough time to write a whole new hour.
If they've been dead a while, maybe they've had some time to think about it.
Right, that's true. Maybe they're up there watching and they're ready. Like I got a set. Let's go. Let's see. I would bring back. Chris Farley was not a stand-up comedian, but he's a very funny dude.
Yeah,
I think he went way too early. I don't know. Who else has passed away lately?
Ralphie.
Ralphie May, sure.
And you got the legends, the Pryor.
Robin Williams.
Well, Robin Williams, I liked him as an actor more than a stand-up. Yeah. So I wouldn't bring him back.
Sorry, Robin.
but I do miss him. I would bring him back in general.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't need to see the stand-up. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Name me some more dead comics.
George Carlin.
Oh, George
Freddie
Carlin.
Prince.
Oh, man, that's old school. Freddie Prince, George Carlin. Maybe George Carlin. But I will say this about George Carlin. A lot of people say that's like their favorite comedian. This is a comedian's answer. When you ask them, who are some of your favorite comedians? They always say George Carlin because they want you to think they're heady and smart like George Carlin was. But I don't say George Carlin.
Yeah.
And I do like George Carlin, but he didn't make me laugh out loud the whole time. Most of the time when I was watching George Carlin, I was doing this. Oh, that's a good point. I agree with that.
Yeah,
Instead of doing this. See, I want to laugh.
Right. Maybe Bernie Mac.
Oh!
Bill Hicks.
Bill Hicks is a great answer. Bernie Mac is so far the best answer.
Yeah.
John Panette, good.
Yeah.
He's very funny as well. So far, Bernie Mac is winning. I
When
just
you
got to
do
figure
old
out who's
bits,
died. That's so
you
many
do old bits in your head when you're driving down the road. You think, oh, that's Miss Bernie.
Yeah.
Man.
He was just funny, dude.
Yeah.
That dude was just funny. I don't know. That's a good question. So, but thank you for that. I don't know what Doug Benson would have said.
Probably George Carlin.
He probably would have said George Carlin. Sam Kinison.
Oh, yeah.
Sam Kinison. All right. What about you, Elliot? What's going on the YouTube world?
Well, Sam Thomas is tuning in from Adelaide, Australia. Look forward to seeing you once international travel is possible. Thanks for all the laughs, Sam.
Where in Australia?
Adelaide.
Have you heard of this before?
No, sir.
Do you know if you're pronouncing it correctly?
I'm pretty sure.
How's it spelled?
Adelaide.
Adelaide. Oh, cool. I've never heard of Adelaide, Australia. I would love to go to Adelaide, Australia. I'd love to go to anywhere in Australia.
Yes.
There is a comedy festival in Australia that I'm trying to get to. Maybe one of these days I'll get there and I'll meet this Sam guy. Right? Thank you for watching, Sam. I hope you shared and subscribed and all that jazz. Now I think it's time to move on to the next segment. This might be what I dare say the anchor of the show. You know, there's a lot going on in the news, Sebastian. A lot of negative things, a lot of sad things. It's all about politics and pandemics, and we try to avoid that. We try to find the fun little goofy stories that fall through the cracks, you know. It's a segment, dare I say, the anchor of the show. Thank you, the Alan Jackson. Take us away, Justin Clyde. Here's what it is.
We're just small town dudes with small town news, breaking stories of crimes committed you never do. Mind your P's and Q's or they'll cover you. The town may be small, but the news is huge.
Alrighty, here's one out of Montreal, Canada. You ever been to Montreal?
I've never been to Canada.
What?
Well, I'm going to pick my money up in Canada eventually for my inheritance, but that's it.
Yeah, you got to go up there and get that 9.1 mil.
I got to go there, but that's the only time I'm going to go.
Montreal. This is out of Montreal. It's not a small town, but I thought I love this because I love honesty, and I love Chinese food. And here's the headline: Chinese restaurant goes viral for extremely honest menu. And let me just give you a little backstory. This restaurant certainly can't be accused of overselling its menu. A Chinese restaurant in Montreal has gone viral for extremely honest menu descriptions that are posted with each dish. Earlier this week, a Twitter user by the name of Kim Belair tweeted pictures of a few of the descriptions of Aunt Dai's menu, D-A-I. How would you pronounce Dai?
Dai?
D-A-I. How would you pronounce that, Elliot?
I would just say Dai.
Okay. Aunt Dai's menu, which are written by the restaurant owner. Okay. Aunt Dai is her favorite Chinese restaurant in Montreal. But the real treat is the menu with the extremely honest commentary from the owner. The dishes Belair included in her tweet were the orange beef, which is apparently not that good compared to the restaurant's General Tao chicken, and the sweet and spicy pork strips, which the owner is not a huge fan of because it's different than the version he ate when he went to the university in China. So I think what we should do is go to the girl's Twitter page. What's her name? I forgot. Yeah, Kim Belair. These are some of her tweets right here. Now, I'm not sure which dish this is, but this is the menu we're looking at. They put a picture. This is what the menu is, right? So you see a picture of the food. And I love that a lot of Chinese places do that because you don't know exactly.
You don't know what it is.
But if you look at it, it gives you. So here it is. The owner's words. Little bit spicy. More flavor of cumin. Very tasty. We used to have the beef pieces on small sticks, but several customers cut their lips by thinking it was some hard ingredient. They must have watched some shows about weird Chinese food. To avoid incidents like this, no more sticks. Some good infusion from the overly fried onion slices, which you can eat. Definitely recommend this.
Okay.
So this is one of the owner's favorite dishes. And actually, I corrected. They had a typo because what they actually wrote was they must have watches some shows about weird Chinese food. And in my head, I'm picturing the restaurant owner saying it in the accent,
yes,
a Chinese accent. They must have some watches. I'm afraid to even do that.
I think you can still do it. I think it's still allowed. No cancel.
But anyway, I love this because it was honest. Now, this is a good review of their food. More of a jab at the customers for not knowing that sometimes sticks are not edible.
So this is let me make sure I understand. So the owner is reviewing her own dish.
So you go to this restaurant.
Yeah.
Aunt Dies.
Okay.
Now, Elliot, you told me earlier it might have been a man chef, but when I saw the word aunt,
right,
that's why I thought female.
Right. Well, I said it may have been a stock photo.
Oh, okay. So that's the beef sautés dish, I would imagine, which used to be on sticks.
But no longer
because the idiot customers were.
Because Americans cannot, white people cannot.
That's kind of what she or he is saying, whoever the chef
Chinese
is.
people, they fight with sticks and stuff, right? Kung fu and nunchucks.
Yeah. Let me read some more of this because I think it's going to reveal more about the restaurant owner. Since Bel Air posted the tweet on Sunday, it's been retweeted more than 9,400 times and liked more than 66,500 times as of the publication on Friday. Now, here's the restaurant owner is someone by the name of, and forgive me if I mispronounce this, Phi Gang Fei.
Oh, yeah.
Phi Gang Fei. Now, how would you pronounce this? F-E-I-G-A-N-G. Phi Gang.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the last name is F-E-I. Fei.
Fucking Fei.
Any opinions in there of how I should pronounce it?
FGF.
Yeah, FGF. There you go. Phi Gang Fei, the restaurant's owner, told Today that the attention online has brought in more customers to Aunt Di, starting on Monday and Tuesday. After a radio interview on Wednesday, the restaurant got a lot more orders. It's very, very good for our business, Fei told Today. Fei said you're right. I wonder why it's Aunt. Maybe he named it after one of his aunts. Fei said he started writing the descriptions because customers were unfamiliar with some of the traditional items on the menu and would order things they ended up not actually wanting. Now, that's a good point because sometimes you don't know. You've heard what something is, but you're not sure what it is, and you don't know exactly what the ingredients are, but you see a picture. So it's good. I do love that this person's doing this, that Mr. Fei is doing that. The whole idea is just to let people know what they're ordering. A lot of people found it very funny and very helpful. I was so encouraged by them. I didn't think I needed to write comments for each item, but I was encouraged by them, their comments and their feedback, so I finished all of them. So now if you go to this restaurant, everything on the menu has a picture, description of what it is, and then the owner's opinion about his own dish. And I love that. You want me to read another one? This is from this is their orange beef. It's $11.99. The owner's words. Comparing to our General Tao chicken, this one is not that good. All caps.
All
that.
caps.
Anyway, I'm not a big fan of North American Chinese food, and it's your call.
He doesn't like his own food.
Yeah,
he has
not a
to
big
make
fan.
it. He's not a big fan of having to feed you guys in North America.
Well, I like what he's saying. He's kind of saying like it's not his favorite. He's not a fan of American Chinese food. And that's what he's saying. Like, I'm making this for you idiots.
Yeah.
Like,
you
in
idiots
China,
love
it's better, but you wouldn't know that because all you like is this dumb crap I'm making. So here you go, idiots.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit insulted, and I'm also, it's fun. It's hilarious. All right, let's do this one. Ingredients. I'm not sure what dish this is, but the ingredients are pork, wood ear. I didn't know. Wood had ears. Now, I've seen pine trees with eyes. I didn't know wood had ears. Here we go. Pork, wood ear, bamboo shoots, green peppers, red peppers. Owner's words. This is the #1 choice dish ordered by Chinese customers across whole China, according to an internet survey. And I totally believe that. When I was China and went to a restaurant, I always ordered this dish. It's so popular that it has so many different versions in China. Since I have so high expectation on this dish, I am not a huge fan of our version, to be honest. But don't get me wrong. The plate at our restaurant is very tasty, too. It's just different from those where I went to university.
So what makes it different? Could it be, like my daddy said, I'm not going to that Chinese restaurant because they probably have cat, dog, or something?
Oh.
You think it has something else in it in China?
I don't know, but I've heard people say that when they travel and they eat in other countries, sometimes the food tastes different, better. Like if you go to Italy, everyone says it's the best food ever if you go to Italy. And it's maybe because they're not using so much preservatives in their food.
Oh, okay. I appreciate you taking it.
This is what I've been told.
Okay.
I don't know this for a fact. But this is what I've been told.
Okay.
That it just has a better taste because over here in America, we're putting preservatives and all kinds of stuff in it to make it last longer and look bigger and better, but it's really hurts the flavor. I don't know for sure. I'm just telling you what I heard. Go America. All right, here's one. The satay sauce beef. Owner's words. This is new to our menu. I did not have chance to try this one yet. According to a lot of customers, this one is very popular. I still don't have chance to taste it. Looks like I should spend more time eating in my own restaurant. Now there, he finally took a jab at himself.
Yes.
Right? He's like, look, I haven't eaten everything on this menu. But he's kind of a food snob a little bit because he's saying, like, I will make this for you guys because I know how you like it. But I don't like it because I know what real Chinese food is.
I can't eat this.
That's funny. Do you like Chinese food?
I do. I do like Chinese food.
I love Chinese food, man. I mean, I don't do a whole lot of spicy stuff because it hurts my esophagus and I get acid reflux. But I absolutely love Chinese food. Now, could the opposite of this happen in America? Now, this is Canada.
Yeah.
What if the opposite of this happened?
Okay.
For example, what is a typical American dish? Hamburgers?
cheeseburger. Hot dog. Let's just say hot dog.
Let's just say that I opened a restaurant in China.
Yeah.
Called Ant Cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
And but for whatever reason in China they like their cheeseburgers different than they do in America. Would it be racist of me to put on the menu like, well, you idiots over here in China don't know what a good cheeseburger is. You guys like
You like rice and soy sauce on your burger instead of cheese and pickles.
Squid ink.
Squid ink.
I don't know. But could you do that, the reverse of that?
Yeah, I think it would be great.
Yeah, maybe we should do that. Maybe me and you should move to China and open up a cheeseburger restaurant and just, take a swing at it. Now, there actually is a good Chinese place in Newton. Which is
that's
right
my
outside
favorite.
Hickory, yeah.
Near my house.
Do you want to tell this?
Well,
it's called China Express.
China Express in Newton.
Yeah. Shout out China Express.
Give you a
in
shout
Newton.
out.
It's on US 321 in Newton. It's really good, authentic Chinese food, I think.
Well, who knows now?
Who knows?
It's authentic Chinese woman who runs it.
Right. Yes.
Because
Mhm.
she is.
I've been in there,
and she wants to get the all the details right.
Yes.
And don't mess up the details.
Oh yeah. So
All
Alan's
right.
gonna pull up the menu. Yeah, pull up their website, Alan. China Express in Newton. That's it right there. So me and Jody went in there one time because it was the closest place to her house.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of it.
Yeah.
I'd never been. I just looked it up, and it had a lot of positive reviews. It's gotten 288 Google reviews.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, this must be good. And so I just called him up, and the lady on the phone, it was hilarious. Kind of like the soup Nazi.
Yeah.
From Seinfeld. When she picked up the phone, and I think it says on the right here on the website. If you scroll back up, Alan, scroll back up, go back one to go to China Express Newton. Yeah. Oh wait, scroll down a little bit, or maybe go to the front page. I'm on the front page. ChinaExpress.wordpress. There it is, right there. Dine in or take out the best Chinese food in the Newton, Conover, Hickory area. To view our menu choices, please click on the links. For a faster service, we encourage you to call ahead. All right, so I thought it said somewhere on the website that they want you to order by number. They really, really want you to order by number. So I thought, okay, I'll do that because they have numbers next to some of their dishes. I don't see it right there, but just trust me, they have one with numbers on it. Anyway, when we called, we're like, oh yeah, we want to get a number. 23 is a spicy. So how spicy or what spicy? It's very spicy. I'm like,
you like a lot of
yeah,
spice.
hold on. And then she put the
puts it-
phone
yep.
down, and then you hear her yelling at somebody
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
And I heard her yelling at a customer who was in there waiting for their food.
Yep.
Like she's
That
like,
was me.
right.
It was. She yells
Well,
at me
you
all the
were in
time.
there after me.
Yeah.
When I was in there, I put Marcus Stamos card.
And I found it, yeah.
in the card tray with the candies, and then you in there found a Stamos card. I thought that was unique. But yeah, she is, and the food is very good.
Yeah.
And I think it's because, like this guy, she's very particular about when you order stuff. She wants you to know, what do you actually want? How spicy do you really want it? Because I can change the spice. Like, she really wants you to be happy, but it comes off as
She's
rude
forcing
and
it.
abrasive, and she's in a hurry, and it's very forceful, right? So I thought we would just call her, and maybe we get her on the phone, and we'll order something. And I'm going to take my time ordering it,
Okay.
and see if she gets frustrated or angry. And I just want y'all to hear her, what she sounds like. I hope it's her. I don't
She's
think
the only one that
it's-
answers the
When I
phone.
was in there, it was just her and one other kid, and he was in the back, and you could
Yeah.
tell he'd been beat down.
He can't
this
talk.
dude, he wasn't allowed to say anything. He couldn't look at the customers.
No.
You know, he'd been yelled at a lot of times.
And you better take a fork if you're going to leave. Don't say you have one at home. No, you take fork.
Oh, is that what
You
she's-
take fork
oh,
now.
yeah,
Take
yeah.
fork now. Take fork.
All right, hang on. Let's call her up. Put this on speakerphone. Can y'all hear that? Okay. What time do they close? 10. That's 9:30 now. Okay, good. Yeah, I could hold. She said something. Can you hold? And
Yeah.
No, she's put the phone down on the
Yeah.
counter. She's not hit hold.
There's
or
no hold
mute.
button. It's only
No,
one line
it's
in.
on the counter.
And I want to fix it for her so bad, but it's only one line in. It's busy or it's good.
And right now,
There's no
she's
choice.
probably helping another customer, or she's putting stuff in a bag for people. And this will happen. You'll be
Yeah.
like, she'll just put this phone down and do stuff. Sometimes she forgets the phone's
Yeah.
sitting there.
Yeah.
And then she'll pick it back up. And then you better have your order ready. Or I've seen her when I was in there waiting to get my food, hang up on people, like because they weren't ready. So you got to have it ready. And what do you want? What's one of your favorite dishes?
Saw-chaw chicken.
What?
Saw-chaw chicken.
That's not. You making
Yes,
that up?
no, I'm serious. So she's gonna say, "How you like? How spicy you like?"
Saw-chaw?
Saw-chaw chicken.
Okay, Elliot, what do you want?
I'm good.
You don't like Chinese food?
They're holding. Hello, can
Hello.
I help you?
Yes. I would like to order. What's better, your sa-cha chicken or the rungun lamen?
I tell you what, there's a different thing. It's just like an apple and orange. You know, it's a cannot compare. You know, it's not similar. It's a two separate, different, exactly.
Oh, you're saying
things,
that
no.
they're not even close together. So why would you even compare them? It's like comparing apples and oranges.
You cannot compare. Yeah, you cannot compare these two. If you ask me, sha-cha batter or Hunan beef or sha-cha sauce, so I can tell you, because if you say lo mein and sha-cha, they are two exactly different.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. That cleared it up for me then. What about how spicy is it?
It depends on you. You can have mild, regular, medium, over medium, and super hot. It's up to you.
Oh, I can choose if I want the sa-cha chicken.
You can pick whatever you like, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, let me think about it and
no
call you. What time do you close? What's the last? See, she just hung up. Dude, I love her. What a great explanation, though.
Yeah.
I made up that second dish. I don't think it exists. The Rangoon lo mein? That's not a thing. She was telling me it's too different. It's like an apple hour. You don't compare.
Oh, my God.
I love China Express.
Oh.
But I'm telling you, that's a thing.
And she'll talk really nice to the person in front of her. Like she'll go,
yeah.
Okay, you need soy sauce. Oh no, and then she'll yell at the guy in the back.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
And then he's nervous. He's
so
just
nervous.
running it out real fast, and it's
ooh.
I get tense when I go in there.
Yeah, I mean, I might have to get that tomorrow. Now. Wow, that was good.
Oh, mercy.
Well, that's why you know it's a good place.
Yeah.
Like you know the food is good when she takes the time to really, really explain it like that.
And then hang up on you.
Yeah, she knows it's that good. I'm gonna call back when I get my crap together. Wow, that was fun. Dude.
Oh, wow.
Well, I think we had a good time up in here today. Well, before we leave, any other last final words, Elliot or Isaiah?
Well, as we talked about before, Jacob Wheat, who called in, he's given some love to Alan. He says, as an amateur video producer, big props to the guys behind the scenes, swapping cameras, going picture-in-picture with the MacBook, etc. Mad love for the guys behind the scenes.
That's right, bro.
Wow.
That's right.
Look at that. The Alan Jackson getting a mad love.
Mad nerd love there.
That's great. Isaiah, any final words? Nope. Jeez, take it easy. What is wrong with you today? Did you smoke a big old bowl before you come in here? You knew Doug Benson was going to be on. You thought you'd get high? What? I mean, I know you're not technically an intern anymore because you've basically graduated, but that don't mean you can come in here baked out of your brain, son. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just elbowed the table on accident.
Gee whiz.
I was practicing my Randy Savage elbow.
He said practicing his Randy Savage elbow, but he pronounced the word Randy Rundy.
Randy.
Did I say Rundy?
See, he can't.
No, Randy.
I know what you meant. Let's just wrap up this show. I had a good time. Look, there's things that I need you to do, all right? Things that you could do to help me. Go to jonreep.com. Go to jonreep.com and look at my tour dates. I'm out there. I'm going to Omaha, Nebraska. I'm going to Columbus. I'm going to Texas, Fort Worth, Texas. I'm going to Memphis. D.C. got moved. That date's not correct. I got to update my own website. That got moved to September. But I will be at Fort Worth and Hyenas. I will be in Memphis and Des Moines, Iowa, which is coming up after that. Yeah. And get a ticket, man. Also at jonreep.com, if you click on the shop, you can see there's merchandise. Get you a country-ish hat or T-shirt or ginger beard mask or a koozie or a CD or ginger pain shirt or Bees Are Crafty some bitch. All kinds of stuff. And I'm doing cameos. If you go to cameo.com, I'll do a video personal message. Ginger Beard Man, the comedy special, still on Amazon Prime. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and share for Elliot the intern, for intern Isaiah, for Amar, for the Alan Jackson, for Sebastian. I am Jon Reep. And bicycle.
Well, life on the farm is kind of laid back, but I wouldn't know that I'm from a cul-de-sac. Don't chew tobacco and I don't smoke crack. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, a simple kind of life, never did me no harm, but I do know a guy with only one arm. Keep your fancy smartphones and your self-parked cars. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, I got a podcast that'll make you giggle. It ain't number one, it's right in the middle. The town's not big, but it ain't too little. It's time for country-ish. Go on, you.
Hey everybody, it's me again. I just want to say thank you for listening or watching this podcast. You know, we couldn't do this without supporters like you. Oh wait, are you not a supporter? Well, you could be. It's real simple. Go to countryishpodcast.com. Click on the word support. That will take you to our Patreon page. That's our support page. And from there, you can support us many different ways. There's different levels. You got $5 and up. You got Pewter Pro, Rhinestone level, Executive Zirconia, all the way up to Platinum Elite. And all of them come with different rewards. We're talking hats, t-shirts, ginger beard masks, even be a guest on the show. You got to check out our Patreon page. Go to countryishpodcast.com, click on support, and thank you. Why are you still here? The show is over. It's not even that good.